Did you know that there's a few things you could do that'll instantly switch a woman's desire on for you? Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J, former marriage and family therapist and Playboy radio show host turned dating coach for men. And today I'm going to talk to you about the little switches inside our irrational female brains that can be triggered every time you do these three little things. And to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to hear how to turn us on by doing shit you don't even realize you're doing, or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button with that notification bell. Okay, so you may have caught me saying that we women have very irrational brains. In fact, you may have heard me say that so many times already. And I just want to clarify so y'all don't think I'm a woman hater because I love us ladies. What I mean to say is that desire for us isn't logical. I mean, for you guys, socially speaking, it's now seen as logical because if you see a hot chick, you are now hot in the pants, and not necessarily in a medically concerning way. But us, we don't work that way. In fact, for the longest time, y'all probably sold yourselves on the ideas that all you had to do was make money and make muscle, right, Jessica? But you're probably learning that, like, we fuck hobos and, like, homeless, and I think they're unhoused now. Apologies. I'm learning. And some ugly ass trolls, you know. Again, we're not very logical when it comes to what the puss wants. Even women can't even tell you. I'll have clients in session and girls will say some dumb shit like, yeah, girls really like it if you're just nice. Like, bitch, you don't know. We don't even know, but I know, so I'm gonna tell you. So again, in case you haven't figured it out by now, I've been saying it every single fucking video. It's not about how you look or present to us. It's how you make us feel. So let's talk about the first feeling that flips on our switch for you is feeling safe with you. Okay, so I'll tell you right now, for good reason, we women very subconsciously and unconsciously judge all men as threats. When we leave our house, we are in threatening situations. Even being in our house, we're in threatening situations. Do you know how many stalkers I've had over the years? So again, women's greatest threat is men. So the second you get us feeling like you're a safe guy, would be like, oh, I can relax with him. And it's not common for us women to feel that way around you. So if you can make me feel like, okay, I'm safe right now, we're gonna come in our pants as well. Which is why, and I just learned this term, there's this thing called badge bunnies, like women who go for like cops or firefighters, maybe EMTs, why not? You know what I'm talking about? Like, everybody knows that this is a thing. It's because they convey this sense of safety. So if you can make me feel that around you, I'm gonna feel like you're the man I can relax around and I can depend on, and who will take care of me when the T-Rex comes, and who will pound out my puss when I finally feel safe enough to do so because the T-Rex is gone and you made me feel safe. Does that make sense? Now the second switch is when we get a sense that you are bold. Again, maybe the T-Rex comes along and most men would be like, oh my god, run! But maybe you're not that dude. Maybe you're that dude who's like, a T-Rex, I got this, bitches. And then you give off this sense where you're like, if I die, I die. At least I was protecting my girl. That shit gets us so fucking hot. Like, and I don't want to say protective macho energy. I mean, you give off that sense that you're not afraid of shit. You're not afraid of being alive. You're not afraid to approach us. You're not afraid to ask us out. You're not afraid to ask us what's going on because we seem like we're having a bad day. Again, primally, that triggers to us that you've got what it takes and you can depend on yourself. And you know you can depend on yourself to be okay. That's the man we know could, again, take care of us when the T-Rex comes. Conveying that safety is when you are bold enough to do things that most men are too scared to do. Like ask us the fuck out. Again, we women, we're all looking for that bold ass dude, which is probably why you think we women only like jerks and assholes. But let's be honest, the jerks and the assholes are the ones being bold. Am I right? But you can be bold just by saying, oh god, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. What are you doing here today? Like, what? Okay, hey, not everybody is bold enough to speak their true thoughts and feelings in the moment to a complete stranger. I will never forget, and I told you this story so many times. I was in the elevator one time. I just came back from Bed Bath & Beyond, and there was a guy in the elevator, and this was only a 4-story building that I lived in, right? So from the ground floor to the 4th floor where I lived, this guy says to me, "Oh my God, I'm such a whore for Bed Bath & Beyond. I always use those coupons when I get it." And then I was like, what? I also am a Bed Bath & Beyond bimbo. That's why I'm coming back from them, because of all the coupons. God rest their souls. I'm pretty sure they're out of business now, for y'all who don't know. Yeah, we lived in a wild ass time. 20% off coupons like every fucking day in the mail. For those of you who don't know what mail is, God help us. Anyway, that was a bold thing to say. I am such a whore for Bed Bath & Beyond. Again, you can convey boldness just by saying what's going on for you right here, right now. Because most people won't. Most people play it polite and play it safe and, "Hi, how are you? It's a good weather we're having, right?" Yeah, don't be that guy. Don't comment on the weather anymore. How about that? Let's just leave it at that, okay? And the third switch I'm going to tell you about, it's going to sound a little fucking toxic, but stay with me because I'm going to explain it from an evolutionary biological standpoint. So the third trigger is when you can essentially trigger us. Okay, wait, chill out for a second. When you can create emotional contrast within us, when you can make us feel excitement and curiosity and intrigue and also dependability, safety, when you can make us feel an array of things. Again, I'm not trying to tell you to be a toxic Tommy to the chicks in accounting or wherever you're talking to women out there. I'm telling you right now, being able to create all these different feelings makes us feel alive. Feelings are everything to us women. And when we can feel safe with you, we feel like you're a bold motherfucker, and we feel understood. We feel valued. We feel curious about you. We feel like you give a shit about us. Again, this is such a rich experience of you. And also, I'll tell you right now, from an evolutionary standpoint, if you were a guy who could create emotional range within a woman and experience emotional range within yourself, it signaled a survival advantage. Because you might be really fucking happy, and then the T-Rex comes, and if you can zip right into I got this mode from super fucking happy to I got this mode, even though bitches are scared, I'm a little scared too. Again, it shows your adaptability to the environment around you. And that's what we women, from a, again, evolutionary standpoint, needed in a mate. We didn't just fall for the guys who were just nice. Like, what are you gonna do for me if you're just fucking nice? Oh, look, the T-Rex, Jessica. Oh, God. Well, I don't want to upset you by being scared or bold. And then your dick gets chomped off. Yeah, not for us. Not for you either. So I'll tell you right now, while you think you're supposed to go out and motherfucking love yourself, which you should, you think you're supposed to go out and get bigger muscles, which go ahead, and you think you're supposed to buy a Ferrari, have at it. It's not what gets us women hooked on you. It's not what gets us women desiring you. Most of the times, it gets us desiring those things you have. I was just talking to my boyfriend earlier today, that reel that was going around, or that TikTok that was going around where women were like, what I would do if I caught my billionaire husband cheating. And all the reels were like the women pretending to like catch their billionaire husband cheating, right? And they'd be like, oh my God, sorry, wow. And they just like turn a blind eye. Why? Because we'll only want you for your things. If you're leading with your things are the ones running the show. Your things are the ones showing who you are. And any woman who falls for those things is not falling for you, dude. And then y'all get mad when they want you for the things and not you. Okay, so speaking about all these feelings, how to convey these feelings, this is exactly what my Speak to Spark Arousal training manual for my private clients teaches, is how to elicit and invoke these emotions in any woman you want, based solely on who you are. You don't gotta fucking pretend nothing. You don't have to buy a Ferrari. You don't have to start taking creatine or muscle milk more than you already are. You just have to learn the language that gets to our emotional core, okay? It's like if you came to me today and were like, Jessica, I want to learn how to speak Chinese, I'd be like, cool, here is a resource I found from ChatGPT. Same thing. This is the resource to speaking in an emotionally evocative way towards women. Speak to Spark Arousal contains all the science and psychology behind what it takes to make it happen and how to make it happen every time. I don't know if I said the link yet, speaktosparkarousal.com. Let's review the triggers again. You gotta be a safe motherfucker. Make me feel that if I fell out of a building, you would catch my ass. Wow, so hot. Number 2, you're a bold ass boy. You're not afraid of shit. Or you are afraid of shit. You're not afraid to be afraid of shit, but you make shit happen when you're afraid of shit. You shitting me? You feeling me? Sorry, I thought it worked, whatever. And the last one, don't be toxic, but have your own array of emotions and learn what it takes to trigger the array of emotions within us women, because let's be honest, you and I both know that's that shit that makes us feel alive. You not knowing whether or not she's gonna be receptive when you kiss us, and then we're really fucking receptive. That's all those emotions. That's what we live for, okay? SpeakSparkArousal.com if you need some assistance. And thank you for watching as always. I will see you next time.